On today's show, Ebenezer Middle School holds a Black History Month program with a local deputy from Live PD. Sumter Today starts now. Presented by the Sumter Opera House, USC Sumter, and Colonial Healthcare. Welcome to Sumter Today. I'm Kayla Robbins. For today's show, we went to Ebenezer Middle School, where students participated in a variety of events for a Black History Month program. First, 7th grade honors English students dressed up and acted as their favorite historical and famous African Americans from society and sports for a living museum. Then students gathered in the gym for a program that included songs, a performance from the Lamira Elementary School's percussion ensemble, and a talk from guest speaker Richland County Deputy Kevin Lawrence, who's become very well known in the community for his time on Live PD on A&E. Let's check it out after today's trivia question. Morris College basketball led the nation in scoring in 1966. Who is the head coach? A. Rossi Kearson, B. Horace Anderson, C. Andrew Pollard, or D. Ronald Jones?
This is Ebenezer Middle School, and I teach 7th grade English and English honors. And this activity today is the Living Museum for the Black History Program. They chose an affluent African American that they wanted to do more research on, learn more about, and there was a whole packet they had to complete, and it was strictly voluntary. They didn't have to do it. We practiced, they did speeches, they put time with their boards, and they're just reenacting a moment in time. Hopefully it gets them more excited about research, which is one of our standards, and just the thirst for knowledge, to want to know more about their own culture and others as well.
A lot of times we here at the school, we deliver a similar message, but when kids keep hearing it from us here at the school, it's always good to have a voice that they can, number one, recognize with Deputy Lawrence and his exploits on TV. It's good to have that voice that they see and they recognize, and they hear it from a different person. It seems to resonate and has a good effect on the children.
With the positive school climate, we plan different activities throughout the year for the students as well as the staff. The students, I kind of let the students gauge and select a speaker. And the students said, well, Ms. Martin, can you get Deputy Lawrence from Live PD? I didn't know who Deputy Lawrence was at the time. And I said, no, that's kind of far-fetched. And they said, Ms. Martin, you can do it. You do everything else, you can do it. So I picked up the phone one morning when I was sitting in the hall on morning duty, and I called and he answered. And then I reached out to Deputy Lawrence, and he said, sure, he can come on out to your school. And now we have Deputy Kevin Lawrence.
The most powerful thing that you have as a person, not only a law enforcement officer, but as a person, is your mouth. How you say, how you talk, how you treat people will take you a long, long ways. And I'm sure everybody in here has heard, respect is not given, it's earned. You have to earn respect.
It was an exceptional program. Thanks to Ebenezer Middle School for having me here. The kids were really well behaved. The elementary school that performed and did the tribute and melodies were excellent. I will be recommending them to everybody in Columbia. This is our primary job, coming out educating groups, speaking to different people, letting them know about the law so they don't end up on Live PD where I found my recent start. Respect takes you a long ways. It's always important, of course, to go to college, get the education, but more so respect, how you treat people, how you talk to people, emulates your background, how you grew up. Just everything about you, and that'll take you a long ways, and sometimes it'll take you further than education in some instances. Because of Live PD, in the past people would just see part 3, the reason why we arrested somebody, or the after effects of why we arrested somebody. Now because of the show, you see part 1, part 2, and part 3. You see the meat, potatoes, you get the whole buffet. Now this show is kind of bringing faith and restoration back to this damaged profession where people used to look up to. People used to have a strong respect for law enforcement, and because of the show and because of things and organizations that we have like the Community Action Team here in Richland County, we get to come out and we get to show what we do on a daily basis. And now on a national spotlight. People want to be law enforcement officers, and kids are having respect for law enforcement officers. We live in a different day and time now. Whoever would thought, we'd be talking about arming teachers in schools. And I don't get into politics, but at the same time, we have to respect one another, we have to care for one another, and we have to put God back in schools and put God back in our lives.
Welcome back. Thought of the answer? It was C. The Hornets made 83% of their field goals that year, and at one point were scoring 127 points a game under the leadership of Coach Andrew Pollard and star player Rossi Kierson. That's it for today's show. Tune in tomorrow to see what community leaders and members are doing to help solve Sumter's litter problem. From the Sumter Item, I'm Kayla Robbins. We'll see you tomorrow.